Now, everyone, though, talked about that 50-point game versus Spurs where he missed 27 shots, went 24 for 24 from the free throw line in order to get those 50 points. That game, which actually was controversial because the dunk he made, they thought it was a miss. And if they had those 2 extra points, they would have not gone to overtime. And then the Rockets even they were Petty LaBelle. They're like, hey, give me that window. Because technically, if you count that as a basket, we would have won the game. But I think if it was anybody else though, Nick, I feel like they'd be like, oh, how atrocious that this happened to this player. But because it's James Harden, the disrespect is real. So why do you think, what did you say? It's like everyone hates him and you hate that everyone hates James Harden.
Yeah, because he's a bucket. I think it comes because the playoffs. But for me, he runs into KD, Steph every year. And that's tough. I think Golden State have a better team than Houston. As a matter of fact, they got Clay, Steph, KD. You're not going to beat them by yourself.
One person.
And the fact you're saying James Harden is better than all these guys, that's what the hate comes from. He doesn't do this in the playoffs. He doesn't do it. He fades away. And for me, you just can't beat them guys.
Break down the hate, though.
And the hate is like he changing the game. Step back, step back, step back. You got the Great White Hope doing it, and nobody cares about it. So
what is it about, though? Where does the hate stem from? Like, who appreciates? Tell me, who's the person that appreciates James?
Players, the street kids.
That's it.
I think you've seen people, high school kids, doing this step back, really thinking that's a real move. But I don't know if that's legal.
His step back, having a step back.
Yeah, that one is kind of far, but it's fun. You're trying stuff. Doing a one leg, you got a 1 leg challenge. You got people doing that in the summertime. Right. So I think he's changing the game for sure.
I mean, I think his style of play is great for him. D'Antoni is a perfect coach for him to do what he do. I don't know. I feel like I would be annoyed as a teammate. I would be like,
but he got the right teammates around.
No, for sure he do. Sure. That's what I'm saying.
Like outside of Russ, I didn't think that was gonna happen. But.
Right. And I'm like, it's cool and all. Like you can average 50, but if we're not gonna do nothing with this 50, like if you don't bring me a ring with your 50, then it's just like.
So that leads to they've constructed a team where people probably aren't as annoyed. Russell Westbrook is his friend. So I assume this guy that was MVP and averaging triple doubles is cool with it.
Yeah.
Would PG Tucker be getting as many minutes in the league on any other team if he wasn't as tight as it seems to be with James Harden? I don't know.
He's a glue guy.
Is Clint Capella going to be mad? No, because he's living his best life with them dunks.
Well, he needs James.
He needs James.
Exactly. So they've constructed this Houston Rockets team to satisfy James Harden's ego. So I guess that's where people are mad. They're not winning, Nick.
They're not?
Well, I mean,
they're winning enough.
They're winning enough, but they're not winning NBA titles.
Oh, yeah.
They're not winning NBA titles. And his game is controversial, so much so that maybe his teammates. Is this the root of the hate?
If you understand, I think it would be tough. Like for a guy like me, just to sit in the corner and watch the whole day, it would be tough.
Yeah, it would. But like, that's what happens though. Like when you are, he's dominant. Though. Like you just can't stop him, and he is a ball stopper, ball dominant, whatever. So if you're another player, like another scoring type of player and stuff, would probably be like drowning in the mix. There might be a player or two on that team that could flourish somewhere else. But like I said, look, this dude is
averaging 40.
The best scorer in the league. And this is the best scorer I've seen in I don't know how long, but like that's great individually. And that's great. He's great, but just as when it comes to the game of basketball, sometimes you just kind of like you just don't take it serious.
If he didn't get that much hate, he would have at least 2 MVPs.
Facts. Yeah.
And it was so clear cut when Giannis won MVP how much people really loved Giannis because it was like we hate what James is doing even more.
Sure.
So we love Giannis even more.
For sure.
With James though, do you think it's really that tough to be James Harden's teammate right now?
Right now? It depends on the type of player. If I'm PJ Tucker, no. Yeah. Because there's a lot of limited offensive guys on the team.
If I'm Eric Gordon.
It's tough. It's tough.
But Eric Gordon is a guy that like fits in. He know how to like like play his role. You know, he
For sure.
like when he's on the team, when it's his time to score,
He'll score.
He'll score, and when it's his time to like spot up, he'll spot up.
Okay, if I'm Austin Rivers.
Austin needs to
He
fall
need
in
to be
line.
grateful. He need to be grateful. He nice.
Yeah.
He nice, but it's probably tough for him too. In his mind, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think Austin think it might be. I'm just assuming. Obviously, you know, I barely know Austin, good dude and everything, but like I think for him it's probably tougher. He probably if he was like on Phoenix or something like that.
He be out there eating
Nah,
in his
he's
head.
still probably,
But
he's
Houston's
in a
perfect
good
for
role.
him.
He's a sixth man.
Houston's perfect for him.
So what we've just described is outside of Eric Gordon and maybe Austin Rivers, everyone else on the team is good.
I don't know. I think Russ need more
Yeah.
touches.
I about to say, I was like, Russ,
But like the fact that you got teammates that like good, those are great teammates. Because when James was going on his last year when he had to get 30 points every game or something, they was feeding into him that, helping him trying to get that,
For sure.
break that record, and like that's hard to find.